Hey, what's up, folks? Listen up, gather round. We need to have a serious chat, okay? A lot of people just don't get why everyone's been riding with Katt Williams so hard, but if you're old enough, if you were paying attention, you'd know that even though Katt Williams is blowing up now, he's been a legend in these streets for 5, 6, 10, 12 years. He always comes through, and every time he does, they try to bring him down, because from day one, Katt Williams has been speaking his truth. He wasn't kidding when he said he ain't playing the Hollywood game. You think this Hollywood game is a joke, huh? Eddie Winsel from Family Matters said every guy in the industry had to sell out. Now, I know that might be hard to believe right now, but there's something to be said when it comes to the big leagues. It always seems like someone's got their thumb on the scale, manipulating the game. The industry elite, some call them the Illuminati, some call them the old Harvey Weinsteins, that Diddy and the old guard. They were all about that pay to play, even though the Me Too movement shook up Hollywood.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them. End quote.
We all love Dave Chappelle.
Exactly. Dave Chappelle has never been a part of the Illuminati. They don't want him or me or people like us. Yeah. But now it's not necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung 1,000,000 times. I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times. I'm still not gonna join.
Yo, remember Terry Crews, that actor? Yeah, I know he's got his issues, but the dude from Brooklyn 99, right? Remember when he straight up called out a Hollywood exec at a party during the Me Too moment? He totally emasculated the guy and put him on blast in front of his wife. And you know what's crazy? That kind of stuff is actually an industry standard. Like, everyone has to go through it. Can you believe that? And here's the kicker, the casting couch thing. It's even worse for men in some ways. I mean, I'm not saying it's worse in terms of oppression, but it's bad, man. When guys try to speak up, they just get ridiculed and labeled. It's a messed up situation, no doubt. All right, y'all? So check it out. We're about to dive into a wild ride, going through a whole timeline of stories about how they tried to take down Katt Williams from the very beginning till now. Get this, it all started with people playing him, spreading rumors about his dreads and Kevin Hart and whatnot. But guess what? It was all part of a crazy plot orchestrated to the max. You know who started speaking out first? Katt Williams. That's who. He spilled the tea on Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, and all that mess. And let me tell you, when he started speaking up, it was like a decade ago or something. They tried to mess with his freedom, his kids, everything he had. But guess what? Our man rose from the ashes every single time. Now, y'all better buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into this juicy drama. And you already know your girl's gonna have some commentary. So let's get ready for this roller coaster. And I promise you, it's gonna be lit. All right, let's go.
Long as it be gay in Hollywood, you never expect it. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a mucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you round and look in the wrong room and shit. Nick, come here, come here. Is that two that's kissing? Is one of them Professor Opie? He came out the closet, he came out the closet. Oh my God, a rubber. Shut the goddamn door.
All right, let me break it down for you guys. This is the routine that everyone's been buzzing about, the one that put the cat on the radar of the Hollywood elite. Let's just say they weren't exactly thrilled about it, but hey, take a quick listen because it's crucial to get the basics before we move on. Trust me, it'll only be for a hot sec, I promise. It's all for the second video.
But after Katt Williams, Katt Williams tell too much truth. They come.
So here's the deal, all right? They were like, listen up, this is gonna blow your mind. Seriously, brace yourself for what's coming next. It's gonna shock you.
On tape in a video going viral, comedian Katt Williams allegedly punching a Woodland Target employee. Tonight, that worker is telling his story only on CBS 13.
The insulting comments kept reoccurring and keep on. He just came at me.
Good evening, I'm Shannon Bernius.
And I'm Sam Shane, and now the DA is filing charges after that attack.
Stand-up comic Katt Williams has had a controversial visit to Seattle the past few days, and tonight he's telling us his side of the story.
But wait, it wasn't over. TMZ was totally stalking him every single move he made. There was a camera literally in his face, and he got kicked out like in the most humiliating way wherever he went. Like seriously, anywhere while he was on tour. Like why on earth in some random hotel there are legit news cameras outside catching him getting evicted in the dead of night for absolutely no reason? I mean, just look at this hot mess.
Como 4 caught up with Williams as he was ejected from a South Lake Union hotel around 7 p.m. On Sunday, Williams was arrested after an altercation at a nearby restaurant. Police say he argued with customers and threatened the manager with a pool cue. Williams is accused of then throwing a lit cigarette into a family's car, which hit a woman in the face, throwing a rock at that car, and struggling with police officers. A group of fans claims Williams assaulted them after his performance Friday night. Tonight, Williams admitted to us he has had trouble with the law here in Seattle this weekend. He made a string of allegations against police and the media. Then he told us because of his bad weekend in Seattle, he's decided to end his stand-up career.
I'm just going to go ahead and announce my retirement from stand-up. I'm kind of done. This is...
You're not really retired.
I've already discussed it with my kids. I wasn't really going to do it on the Seattle street. I was going to go to Los Angeles and do it in the offices of ICM or Live Nation.
Katt Williams has proven to be unpredictable, so we're going to watch.
Okay, so listen up, because this is one messed up situation. At this point, he looked like his soul was totally shattered, but guess what? The humiliation train wasn't done yet. Nope, they went to places nobody should ever go. I mean, seriously, can you believe this hot mess?
They took my children from me.
Yeah, I mean,
how terrible is that?
I did want to ask. The cops, allegedly found some guns and.
Yeah, they always find guns. I never leave without. My girlfriend. I'm on the middle of an interview, sir.
Sorry about. They found guns and drugs. Now, is
drugs?
That's what it was reported.
Sir, you can look at my paperwork. There was no drugs. Weed is not a drug.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that's safe for kids to be around guns and stuff like that? I mean, I'm just curious.
How do you keep this kid safe without guns? They were in a lockbox that the police broke.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm saying, if the police come in and raid my place and break into my gun boxes, you're gonna find guns. But these aren't. Well, I'm not in a gang. What difference does it make?
Now, you were actually stopped for this and let go. Because you have a license for it,
No,
right?
This is their 9th time coming to my house. The problem was this time they came to my office and took my kids from an office. Not from my house, from an office. So now when I can't have my kids at my office,
that's an issue.
I must be the most terrible black dude. Because here's the whole thing. You're gonna charge me with child endangerment? After I adopted 7 children and had them for 14 years in this state? Really? You coming after my kids now? Because it was already a witch hunt. Now you want my babies?
We still got more to cover, but let's take a pause and have a little chat, shall we? This is actually pretty wild because looking back, almost everyone in America bought into the headlines about drugs and firearms in his house and the kids being in danger. But now looking back, he was always just trying to keep it real and tell the truth about what was really going on. All right, so there were 0 drugs found at the scene. And hey, why is TMZ always up in that dude's grill? Seriously, no matter what he's doing, even if he's just strolling to the local 7-Eleven, they've got their news cameras out and everything. It's like they're trying to humble him, put him in his place, and punish him just because he didn't want to make some virginity pledge or compromise and bend over backwards, literally, for whoever wanted it. And you know what? He was speaking his mind too much. Can't handle the truth, I guess. We still have more to talk talk about, but hey, y'all remember this, right? And then we find out that when they were talking about it in the papers, and I mean, we're talking big papers, they made it seem like the kids were all there in the middle of the chaos. But guess what? At the end of the day, they just showed up at the office and snatched those kids away, saying they were in danger because there were guns locked up in his place. Y'all, this is seriously messed up. But you know what? It ain't over. Katt Williams straight up said, baby, I'm chosen by God and the devil can't create nothing, not even for his own followers. And guess what? He stood his ground even when the whole world was laughing at him, when they put pawns with a fraction of his talent above him, all cause he wouldn't sell out. He held his ground and screamed the truth for a hot minute. But you know what, baby? We weren't listening. So listen up to this.
Dave Chappelle was decapitated in front of us. And until we deal with that, until we deal with the fact that a devout Muslim who doesn't eat bacon was accused of being a crackhead, until we establish the fact that they said that he went to Africa to smoke cocaine when we know they don't have running water and food over there.
Rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million and now don't have to talk to that artist or none of their crew, don't have to validate none of their contracts. Now only got to deal with the mama, only got to see her once a year, and it's over.
We found out that all conspiracy theories, there's a nugget of truth in there.
Anytime people that tell the truth is attacked, that's called the dark ages.
In our industry, who pays you is who tells you what narrative you're allowed to use.
Do you have any idea who shot Suge?
I'm pretty sure Suge knows who shot Suge. But if the police say nobody shot him, I believe nobody shot him. And if nobody shot him, that's the same nobody that shot Tupac. And if nobody shot Tupac, it's the same nobody that shot MLK. And if nobody shot him, that's the same person that shot Malcolm X too. It's a lot of nobodies out there, and nobody minds if nobody comes up missing, right? That don't bother.
Do you think Katt Williams is gonna disappear in the next few days? Drop a comment below and make sure to hit that subscribe button to catch my next video. Catch you later.